Well, thanks for staying with us. Nigerians are demanding for justice over the death of a 13-year-old Elizabeth Ochanya Ogbaje. According to reports, Ochanya had battled with vesical vaginal fistula, that's VVF, and other health complications at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, Makurdi, after being allegedly severely abused by one Andrew Ogbuja and his son. Now, the duo allegedly molested her since she was 9 to age 13. What are your thoughts on this? Join the conversation on 070-8066-8014. Tweet to us at TVC Connect with the hashtag YourViewTVC. Now, Nima, you need to establish this story for us.
I took this story on the front page in our human interest stories when it happened, and I remember taking this story. So this little girl, her mother had just passed. She was born out of wedlock. Her father never took part in her upbringing until her mother passed. And, you know, they had to pass her to the nearest relative. So by affinity, she ended up with her mother's distant cousin, second cousin, who is this lecturer. And immediately they got the 9-year-old girl. These two perverts, because they can't be normal, got, you know, they are feeding for their whatever excesses that they have, secretly nursing their excesses. And they started drugging, raping, sodomizing this girl till she was 13. And every time she falls ill, they will take her to the hospital. She's been in the hospital for 2 months straight. The doctors could not ascertain it. I don't know the kind of hospital. That they couldn't ascertain what was wrong with her from the get-go. So in Lagos here, you take a child to just a primary healthcare centers and they could have discovered this.
Yes.
But she was taken to private hospitals and they were just keeping her. She was bedridden for so long until someone took notice in her. And this Reverend Father evangelist took notice of her and said, okay, I need to take this girl to a teaching hospital. And once they got there, by then she had become a VVF victim because she couldn't control her soul, and everything was just in her system like that. Unfortunately, she was like that till she gave up the ghost this week. And reading the story, knowing how it started, knowing that the man was charged to court in Benue State, and he had the audacity to ask the court to say, let's go home and settle this. Is a family matter.
It's the height of wickedness.
I remember saying here that this is a strict offense. When you bring an offense of this nature under the Child Rights Act, it is a strict offense. We do not bother with the mental capacity or ability of the predator here. We don't bother. Once you have sexual intercourse of a child below 18, whether or not you know whether that child is 18, whether the child consented, whether the child was drugged, whether that person is to face a life sentence.
Nima.
The father and son.
Nima, my question is the man not married? Where was his wife when all of this was happening? That's number one. Number two, I don't even want to hear anything about life imprisonment because we know that anything can happen and they are given freedom at the end of the day. He should be castrated. Let me buttress this for you. Now, this man was charged to court under whether the law or a guise or because I wonder which magistrate would release this man on bail. I know this kind of bail would be extremely difficult to investigate
this matter.
But he was walking around the freely when the girl died.
Yes. Yes. So that was what got to me. You have been taken, you have been arrested, and then you're able to walk the streets. How did he get that? First of all, because he asked for bail and it wasn't granted to him. So what are we saying now that the police is colluding with this man and maybe they paid a police officer and then he's able to walk the streets? So the people of Benue State are enraged. The people, the Old Girls Association of the school that she went to, Federal Government Girls book, I think, and you know they are coming out to protest. There's something that he said, the councillor representing the Eke ward, he said, this act is a devilish omen and that has appeared in our land of birth. We condemn it in all totality, we detest it with fierce rejection, and we call on our cultural custodians to perform a cleansing rite of this. The only cleansing rite that place needs is that man to be locked up, the keys thrown away, and he will never see the light of day.
To think that this man is educated, he's a lecturer.
Yes.
I mean,
Veronica, they were taking turns. Him and his son.
Is it possible that
That's one
He
fact
was not
I wanted.
aware his son was doing this.
don't
or
believe
they
that.
were both aware?
No. They worked together. This was
Yes.
a clear conspiracy. So one person will buy the drugs, one person will administer. Right? They took turns.
They were taking turns.
So right after you're done, the son continues.
Jesus.
Probably one person had caught one person and they continue to cover up for each other. That's why I wanted to explain away the wife. So she might never find out if two people continue
If
to
both
work
father
together.
and son
And
are
this girl
working
was most of
For
the
how many
time
years since she
sick.
was 9?
In one of
Till
the
she was 13. She couldn't have known.
in one of the reports, they said she was born a sickly child.
Okay.
Yes.
So she was always sick, almost always sick. And these people just used the opportunity, took advantage of an already
vulnerable,
disadvantaged child. This girl was born sick. She was born, her father didn't accept her, her paternity wasn't established, and her mom died. So she was a child already, life wasn't good too. I don't understand how sick in the head these people can be.
All right, we have Yakub on the line calling from Dokpemu. Welcome to the show, Yakub.
Yeah, good morning, Veronica.
Good morning.
And then good morning to all of you.
Good morning,
And
sir.
then the fine guests in the studio. You see, this is my own personal opinion. I think this is the type of the case that civil society organizations should make sure they take on. In order to make sure these people that perpetrate this evil got a very decisive court sentences. In fact, if I have my own personal way, I should say that these people should get killed by hanging. Because this is so barbaric. How
She's
could you
died
be
because
killed
of it.
because-
So she has died as a result of the rape. So I think you're
She
qualified
died
to say
too.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you, Yakub.
You know, it was the First Lady's office also has taken this up, you know, and so that is very good. It's good that our First Lady is lending her voice to causes like this. Yes.
Now, an association in the States is saying that they want to write a fresh petition to the Commissioner of Police intimating him about the ongoing rape case, the sudden demise of the victim giving rise to the change of the offense from rape to criminal conspiracy and culpable homicide. How do you see that working out, Nima?
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
Because the activities that, whatever actions they took on this girl led to her death. Yeah. She never recovered till she died. So they killed her. Clearly, and I'm joining my voices with FIDA, that's the association that is writing this petition to the Commissioner for Police. I'm also saying this is a clear evidence case. So we're not looking too far for evidence. All the medical reports are there.
Yes.
The doctors have confirmed at a teaching hospital that she was raped. So you will say it came from a private hospital where you could question the kind of results. The expertise to help in this evidence in trial are also available at the teaching hospital. It should be quick because this justice, if it delays, the injury to the spirit of
I
this
believe everybody from the beginning to the end should be investigated. The hospitals that they've been taking the girl to for treatment that they could not find out this has been happening should be looked into. The neighbors, the people in the compound, everybody who has a link to this girl should be investigated properly.
And I just wanted to end that a lot of these perpetrators live amongst us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're living, they're in our neighborhood, they're in our homes. Please, let's keep our eyes open and let's report these people. Let's not allow these sorts of people get away with.
Every child is your child.
Mothers should be very sensitive.
Every child is your child.
Yes.
So that's it doesn't concern me. I don't want to be called Nosy Packer and all those rubbish names that the foreign people have given us. We are communal in nature.
Yes.
It concerns you when you see something going wrong with someone else's child. Speak up, because if this evangelist hasn't gotten into it, we might never have found out. She'll just have died in their hands.
All right, remember the hashtag is Justice for Ochanya, because this matter has to be investigated to the very last and justice needs to be done. Next, we chat with our amazing guest. Stay with us.